It's reaction video time, and I really don't want to do this. I know that it seems like I'm picking on people, but I'm not picking on people. I believe that the only time that something like can mess with you, or if it sneak up on you, is if you're not held accountable for it, if you're not being accountable, if you're not looking at it. But when you look at it, you can change it. We about to look close. Y'all should be ashamed of yourself. What in the hell is wrong with y'all? I can't believe we about to have this conversation, but we are. These videos were sent to me. I did not do this on my own. I would not do this to myself.
I think it's cool to show like all the fun days you're having when you're traveling on social media, but you have to know that traveling is extremely difficult, and we're only showing you the exciting days, not the frustrating days. Like today, I literally need help. If you think I'm joking, I'm actually not joking. I'm literally stranded, and instead of freaking out, I said, you know what, instead of having a breakdown, I'm gonna make some content about it. I'm literally stranded in the middle of nowhere, China, and I have no way to get back to Shanghai because all my cards, they're not working. All my cards, they're not working. Because this is the middle of nowhere, China, this is normal. My cards don't usually work in places like this. The only card that's working is my Cash App card. And I don't know, literally I don't know anyone in my personal life that has Cash App to be able to help me. So if you have Cash App and you have like $100,
accountability is the word of the day. So I want you to look at this person and you tell me if whether or not you think that this is a person that has been studying, has their own lab, making products that you should purchase for your scalp health. I need you to use critical thinking because we have not been doing that in the Team Natural community. Let's keep going.
I don't know. I have a goal of $2,000 more that I wanted to make to reach my goal. So I don't know. I feel like that could be done in a few minutes. 20 of you. 40 of you. And this could be done. And I can go back to my hotel. Well, I have been going to the hotel. And there's only $2,000 left that I'm trying to raise. That's my goal. $2,000. $2,000. And I can stop walking. Ooh. Jeez. Okay. 2,000.
So if you haven't caught on thus far, sis is stranded and she needs y'all to send money to her Cash App so she can get around. But these are the things that I want you to think about. Here on the screen, what you are going to see are people who have decided to start thinking for themselves. Not people who are like, oh my God, I'm Team Sundown, I'm following Sin. No, these are people who are thinking for themselves, because what has happened over the last decade, over a decade now, 10 years is a decade, right? What has happened is most women have become complacent and not thinking critically. You get on YouTube or you have a problem, you get on YouTube, whatever they tell you to do, you do it, and you have no desire to think for yourself. But the women that you're seeing pop up here on the screen are people who have begun to think for themselves. And when you just simply think for yourself and you start applying some of the scientific information, you guys, it's so simplistic. There are so many different people across social media that talk themselves or like put themselves on these pedestals as these experts, like I'm a specialist and I am the end all be all. No, I don't even talk to be the end all be all. I tell y'all what my degrees and certifications are in, and I share information and tell you where to go find the information for yourself. I can guarantee you that what you need for hair growth is not in your toilet bowl. I can guarantee you that it's not your waste, and I can guarantee you that it's not rice water. Let's keep going.
If you're at all a little bit familiar with my channel, you know that I went and learned and apprenticed under the Yao women of women. I went to their little itty village in China. This is mine, so it's all used, but this is my rice water. It's available on my website, Mary Jane Travels. Link down below. You can get your rice water from me because I think you need to get it from me. Because if you want it, because first of all, I know what I'm doing.
Yep, literally a whole new scam. The Yao women have museums dedicated to them and their hair growth. So she's showing herself as a tourist, visiting the museums and visiting their tribe, literally as a tourist. Not as I'm just communicating and doing business with them. So she's exploiting these women and their journey and their culture for her own gain. It's funny how she claims that she's been apprenticing under these people for months and she's been working closely with them, but she has no footage of business meetings, she has no footage of her interacting with them, and no footage of no paperwork or anything. She just expects us to take her word that she's been an apprentice under them, and somehow she's in business with them, and that's how she was able to charge people, and people were dumb enough to pay for it. Hence why people are now going on Better Business Bureaus and other platforms reporting her. I found this thread of somebody blasting and dragging her, even put out her email address and even put out her number and her website, which used to be maryjanebyram.com, but she changed it to youngtraveler.org, obviously to save face just in case people Google her.
The scammer, Mary Jane Byarm, who now claims to have moved to NYC, where she is attempting to sell hair growth products, was actually based in Dubai when I purchased her items. These included rice water hair strengthening and anti-gray shampoo, as well as hair treatment products. I discovered her videos on YouTube, where she seemed to be buying hair growth products from the long-haired women of Guilin, China. She claimed that she had developed bonds with these women, emphasizing that because they lived in such a remote village, she wanted to make their highly effective products accessible to others who also desired to stop hair shedding and grow healthy hair. In the videos, she appeared to be speaking Chinese directly to these women, who seemed very friendly. They appeared to have a great rapport. After much deliberation over the risks of purchasing products from a faraway country that doesn't uphold the same consumer protections as the US, I decided to take a chance. This decision came after seeing another video where Mary Jane discussed the ingredients in the products, stating that all the ingredients were sourced directly from the mountainous village. She explained that this location was far away from the major cities in China, which tend to face pollution issues. Unfortunately, going to her website and making a purchase turned out to be a mistake. She provided various excuses for delaying the delivery, including the claim that she was a one-woman operation and would soon be hiring more staff to make the process faster.
I've been speaking against rice water for about 7 years now. And initially when I first made the video, when I tell you black women were on the outrage, I've been called every name in the book. And here we go. We're still doing this. And what y'all don't understand is the women who have this original recipe, they are washing their hair, shampooing their hair on a regular basis. They're not putting oils and greases and things of that nature in their hair. Those things are not happening. So you cannot take a product and use their product, but then you don't match any of their patterns and routines. These are women that are combing and brushing their hair multiple times a day. They're shampooing their hair every single day and using combs and brushes. A woman who doesn't use combs and brushes and only co-washes and barely uses shampoo, they use apple cider vinegar, shouldn't copy.
You got hair in my eye.
Need help? I'll give it up for you.
Oh, I got it, baby.
Okay, you look so pretty.
I'm about to be done with this crap today. I was supposed to do. Yeah. Give me a kiss.
Now, there is a video on polymers coming very soon. It's going to be our next live broadcast. And a polymer is what all of the different hair products that y'all are putting on y'all scalp are in the category of. And polymers are for styling, and they only go on the hair strand. They should never go on the scalp. And we're going to unpack them because every Team Natural hack that you guys have is polymer based, right? And these are things that y'all don't understand. I make these videos because I love y'all. What you're watching right now is one of our newest blends within the Apothecary. I make these videos because I love you. I do not have to make videos like these, you guys. I'm not here to like cause an uproar. I'm here to make you think. And I want you guys to think about why you're so easily manipulated. Rewind this video and look at every single comment that popped up on the screen. Take a screenshot and read it. And I want you to think about it. Find yourself in all of these women's opinions and see if whether or not you've been in that position, because most of the things that we're going through are self-inflicted. Even as a herbalist, I'm never going to tell you to put herbs and things of that nature in your hair. Everything that I do is from the inside out. We work from the inside. Everything falls into place. It's not complicated. It's over exaggerated. The things that women believe that they now have to do with their hair. All of the herbs and botanicals, all of the amazing things that you hear that these herbs do, those things are meant to be ingested into the body. Even when we're talking about rice water, they use the starch on the very top, and that's because they don't have that much protein in their hair, and rice is a very, very rich protein. So what you guys are doing is actually retaining length, but as you're retaining length, you're growing massive scalp infections within the follicle, which we've talked about. You guys think that a scalp disorder or a follicle infection is going to happen instantly, but it's something that happens over time. And this girl was selling $50 bottles of rice water, all because she booked a flight with money that y'all have made her from watching her videos, right? She booked a flight, and then she's in a tourist environment, and then she makes up this entire story because black women are so easy to manipulate. All I have to do is put a picture of a black woman on a bottle and you're gonna buy it. So what do you think a woman who books a flight and goes to Japan or to China, wherever she was, with the women that everybody believe came up with this rice water thing, you guys are all gonna go out and buy it. And then year after year, it's the scam, because nobody sticks to the science of hair. If you understand the anagen phase, the canogen phase, the telogen phase, and then the early anagen phase, which starts the growing process all over again, then you won't have these problems. And when you understand the science of the human body, you understand how idiotic it is to put urine on your scalp, to put rice water on your scalp, to put grease, oils, butters, and all of those things. But if the people that you're watching tell you that the things that scientists learn are the things that you shouldn't listen to, and what you need to get are all of your fruits and vegetables and mix it up and put it in your hair, because that's what our ancestors were doing, and they tell you to stay away from people who make you think critically, then you should be very alarmed. Because again, going back, looking at my reviews, or just reading my comments after this video is over, or my comments in other videos, you can see that when women stop following all of these crazy team natural hacks and start following the science, then they see massive results fast. In our next video, we're going to talk about labs, and I'm going to show you how the majority of these brands are using the exact same labs, the exact same chemists. You guys are making all of these videos, oh, what product is best, this product versus this product. They're all made by the same people, y'all. And if we could stop focusing on rice water or all of these different things that these YouTubers that are not accountable to you are telling y'all to do, we'll be in a good place. Because my copyright strike came from an unaccountable YouTuber. All of the people who say negative things about me are unaccountable YouTubers that I want you to really, really get a notebook out, start writing down some of the things that I say, and go research it for yourself. Or better yet, Write down some of the things that I say, and then go book an appointment with your dermatologist and see what your dermatologist has to say. Because at the end of the day, we're getting to a place where the things that we're arguing about, the things that we're going back and forth about, absolutely make no sense. They make no sense whatsoever. So if we can get to a point where we can think critically for ourselves, if we can get to a point where we're not rage baited against each other, then we'll be okay. I want y'all to pay attention to that one comment that popped up that was like, oh my God, at first I couldn't listen to you. See, they let emotion rage bait you. You get rage baited and you can't listen because instead of you paying attention to what I'm saying, you're listening to the way my voice sounds, or you're watching the way that I keep touching my hair, or you're watching the way that I'm wearing my hair. So you're not able to think critically. Everything that I talk about on my channel is peer-reviewed science, and they have so many studies to back them. You can research it. It is not complicated. But if we're constantly following these girls who do not know what they're doing, who are lying to y'all, telling y'all, oh, I'm over here, I learned this recipe from these women. Guess what? Even if you did, let's say it's all true. Let's say she went over there and she talked to the women over there and they taught her how to do their stuff. Guess what? That's still not a reason for you to be able to come and sell products. There is a full process that is supposed to be went through as it pertains to making sure that these products are tested on multiple test subjects way before it's ever released to the public. But you guys don't use people who do that because you don't require that of them. You don't require that of them. You know that she didn't test it. On the video, she told you that she just made it real quick over there in the kitchen because they gave her the. Now you can buy it for $50. You can buy it for just $50. So at this point, I'm asking you, right? We having a real conversation. I'm guessing that there are adult women here. Is it her fault that you fell for the okie doke, or is it yours? Because as an adult, you know that it takes longer than just one little trip and you talking to some Japanese women for a minute for you to make products and then sell them to me and me to purchase them for $50. We have to get to a point where we think more critically than that. We can't constantly play the victim when people like me have been here the entire time, right? But see, the thing is, I don't make you feel good. I don't give you instant gratification. I don't be like, oh my God, all you have to do is this and it's gonna work really fast. No, what I'm saying is, if you've been following all of these practices for the last 10 years, you're gonna have to break down all of the things that you've built, all of those unstable foundations that you built with the Team Natural community. You have to break every last one of them down brick by brick, and then you have to rebuild them brick by brick. And a lot of y'all don't want to do that, but I'm not the enemy because I'm telling you to build it up brick by brick. You want to know who your enemy is? The person who's telling you to constantly put butters and oils in your hair, people who are shaming science but in comments asking people for a PP recipe, people who are online like, oh, my hair is long, put this first version of plastic on your hair every single day for 30 days and let's see what happens. You guys have to stop playing Russian roulette with your hair and stick to the science. Science is a study of God's creation, and my baby, you are God's creation, and you will not master yourself by going and buying a random bottle of something in the kitchen. You master self by knowing self, and that's the problem. Most women don't know self. Instead of y'all getting to know self, what y'all are doing is running to YouTube and trying to mask self to look like something else instead of getting to know her. Really get to know her. You're not going to get to know her with a bottle of rice water. You're not going to get to know her putting pea in your hair. You're not going to get to know her putting coconut oil and flaxseed oil and almond oil and booty cheek oil in your hair. You're not. Learn the science of the human body. Learn about the sebaceous gland. It's magnificent, and you have one. Learn about it. You can master your body. If your scalp is dry, your follicles are blocked, Learn about the way that the human scalp is made so you can learn how to unblock your follicle naturally without spending $100 on rice water made in somebody's kitchen with some oranges. These are the things that I'm talking about on my channel. So I don't care who you come across. I don't care who's talking about me. It does not bother me at all. I love it. People who make negative videos about me are my biggest fans, and they are my #1 promoters. Whenever people make videos about me, I have an influx of people that come over and join my challenges, shop the apothecary, and we be going together after that because they come over here in rage. But then when they sit down and they can listen to me speak, they're like, oh my God, this makes sense, because I'm here for the critical thinkers. The people who come over here and still don't get it, I'm not here for you. The reason that we're having this conversation is because I want you guys to stop playing the victim role and step into power. Okay, so tonight, if tonight is already passed, then check the link in the description box below. But we're gonna go deep into polymers, and I'm going to break down everything that there is to know about hair products and the formulation and why so many black women have scalp inflammation using these hair products. All right, we're going to go into essential oils and polymers, and then on this Saturday we are going live again with me and Creed. T is going to be away, but Creed and me are going to go live on this Saturday, so make sure your post notifications are on because we're going in. I love y'all. In 2025, all I want are the women who are accountable.